Thank you for listening today on Revealing Wholeness, sponsored by Infinity Whole Health. Check out our website at infinityWholeHealth.com, where we are revealing the eternal in each individual, the infinite in the individual. The creativity is made manifest. Limitation is let go. Now, here's your host, Dr. Troy Munson.
Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Troy Munson on Revealing Wholeness. Today is the second exercise in a long list of exercises to begin to undo our mind and the thinking habits that we have so that we can enjoy a greater sense of peace, better health and well-being, just clarity, and really expressing our true nature that is what we are. We tend to cover ourselves up with a bunch of crazy things and see things in really weird ways. So to give you an example, we're going to start off with a story of the three blind men. And they all have a different part of an elephant. You've probably maybe heard the analogy or the story. And they're all describing what they have. One guy's got a hold of the ear and he says, well, it's a blanket. And the other guy has a hold of the tail and it's swishing. And he says, well, it's a snake. And the other guy has a hold of the trunk and he thinks it's something completely different. And so how our limited perspective of the world, because where you are right now, I can't see what you're doing, whether you're in your car or at home, doing dishes, working at work, listening to this, driving your car. I don't know. I have no idea what you're doing and what you're seeing. So I can't see your perspective on anything. You have no idea what my perspective is on something. And so here we are with this limited view of our world, and we are arrogant enough to believe that we can judge everything that we see in our environment as worthy or unworthy. And that's ultimately what we're trying to undo. Because the more we walk around judging things, the more we limit our own existence. And it doesn't seem like we would limit it. It seems like we're protecting ourselves. But ultimately what we're going to learn is that we're really connected to each other and to a much greater purpose, a much greater energy than we ever thought possible. And every time that we judge something, we limit that ability within our own mind, within our own experience. And so the goal today is this lesson is this. I have given everything I see in this room or on the street where you're looking or at work or wherever it is you are. You have given everything you see all the meaning it has for you. And so this is to be practiced not necessarily by saying everything that this carpet has all the meaning I have. I've given it all the meaning it has for me. We're not necessarily doing it that way like we did the last lesson. What we're doing is we're simply looking at things around you, whether it's out the car window, whether it's sitting in your living room, wherever you are. You're just going to glance around at things. You're not going to purposefully leave anything out or purposefully include anything. But we're just going to glance around, and if you wish, a couple times you can say, I have given everything I see all the meaning it has for me. And in doing so, what we're doing is we're trying to begin to point the brain to the fact that I'm judging everything, and that yet everything is innocent. And that innocence that rests on everything is this wonderful, gentle light, this gentle love, because everything, nothing has it out for us. Like you drop a pen and you're irritated with it. Or like today when I'm working on my copier printer and it won't stop jamming the paper. It won't print from the right, port. It still is messing up as we speak. I finally just turned it off and said, you know what? I don't know. I have no idea, but I just know that eventually it get fixed if I get a new one or what. But if I judge it as bad, as garbage, as all these things, then, now I've just created fear technically inside me because now something has failed me. Instead of trying to figure out deeper why would I want a printer not to print? Why would I not want some of these things in my life? And so as we begin to gain a little bit of responsibility of our thought system and realize the innocence of stuff around us, we begin to dig into deeper emotional levels within our own mind that we realize, I have actually been asking for some of these things that my life has been handing me. And you know what? I want to stop asking for those things. I want to start asking for better things like good health. I want to start asking for better things like financial freedom, if that's what you want, or a great relationship, or just simply peace and happiness, because those things are way more valuable than the drama and the debris in our life that ultimately brings us a lot of unhappiness and unrest and unease and stress. And so as we go down this road, we're going to speak more and more on these things, and we're going to free our heads and have a much more amazing life. So until next time, I'm Dr. Troy Munson on Revealing Wholeness.
This concludes another episode of Revealing Wholeness with Dr. Troy Munson. If you have any questions concerning this podcast or others, you can reach Dr. Munson by email at chiroman, that's CHIRO man, at dr.com. Or you can call him at his office during office operation hours at 360-893-8586. This show is sponsored by Infinity Whole Health on the Disruptors Podcast Network.